In what comes in as a big relief to various COVID hit businesses, stressed small and medium enterprises, as well as individual loans, the RBI, the central bank, has said that one-time loan restructuring or one-time loan recast will be allowed. Remember, the RBI at one point of time was a little hesitant on account of the large NPA mess that the RBI was already dealing with respect to the Indian banking system. However, now special dispensation has been given with strict and defined guidelines that will enable that that discretion on account of bankers is removed. The RBI Governor Shaktikanta today said that one-time loan restructuring will be provided as a part of the June 7 stressed asset framework that will allow that resolution can now take place with the existing promoters itself. This was something that was asked by the Indian Banking Association as well. The RBI as well as Finance Ministry were under intense discussions for a very long time. In fact, it was on June 25th that we at ET Now told you that one-time loan restructuring was actively being discussed within the government. In fact, now we're given to understand that COVID hit businesses, stressed small and medium enterprises, as well as individual loans will be given a relief as a part of the one-time loan restructuring. Remember, the moratorium that the government that the RBI had given so far was supposed to get over on the 31st of August, and just before that, the RBI today in the monetary policy has said that borrowers that were facing stress on account of COVID-19 will be given restructuring. Lenders will have to assess the viability of each and every resolution plan, and board approved policies will have to be put in place to give a go-ahead to resolution. In fact, a KV Kamath led committee, ace banker KV Kamath led committee will also be put in place. They will be putting recommendations to the RBI on the required financial parameters as well as sector specific benchmarks that are required for resolution plans in various sectors such as tourism as well as hospitality as well. Let me tell you, how will the resolution or the restructuring plan that the RBI is giving now is going to be significantly different from what they did a couple of years ago. And why was the RBI hesitant? At one point of time when the RBI had allowed one-time restructuring, that led to a ballooning of the NPAs in the banking sector, and which is why defined guidelines on entry barriers, defined timelines on resolution plan, intercreditor agreements as well as defined contours have been put in place. As far as corporate loans are concerned and personal loans are concerned, the RBI has said that account defaults should not be for more than 30 days till March 31st, both in case of corporate loans as well as personal loans, and invocation of resolution should happen till December 31st, 2020. However, for corporate loans, they have given a timeline of 180 days, and for personal loans, a resolution timeline of 90 days. Intercreditor agreements are mandatory for corporate loans, and if intercreditor agreements are not signed, then penal provisions up to 20% will have to be made by various banks. For personal loans, this is not applicable. There are defined contours that loan tenors can be extended for both personal loans as well as corporate loans only by 2 more years. So defined parameters have been put in place, strict guidelines have been put in place, board approved policies are needed. So this will remove from RBI's perspective discretion that the bankers had at one point of time. Now it is going to be a collective call. The RBI is hoping that this will help keep the lid on the NPAs while giving the much needed relief to the banking system as well as businesses that have been hurt due to COVID-19.